AmeriCorps is a national service program where individuals dedicate a year of their life to service. We have about 75,000 people across the country that are members of AmeriCorps, and about 1,000 right here in Kentucky that are working in 110 counties. The notification of the funding was a very big deal this year, maybe even more so than ever before, because of how competitive this year was. We had more organizations, more national organizations that were competing for these funds. And in fact, most states, in smaller rural states like Kentucky, saw a decrease in their funding. Kentucky is the only state of its kind that had an increase in their funding. And we had nearly every program that applied get funded, and that's very, very unusual in AmeriCorps. Why did Kentucky do so well? Well, every state in the country and 2 of the territories have state commissions, and all of us are competing for this federal fund. And we take a very different approach in Kentucky. We have a very, very synergistic team and state commission made up of 25 governor-appointed board members. They help us assess their communities, and by assessing the communities, I mean on the ground, talking to local community leaders, talking to people that are running some of the larger nonprofits, finding those real needs in those communities. And then we work with those partners to develop a plan of how we can empower folks in their backyards to come in and fight those social ills. So we do that as a team, and then our commissioners get together with our staff. We put a plethora of work into looking and doing a deep dive into these grants and only send the best of the best up for the competition. I start every morning of my day reading one of our stories. One that comes to mind that I love to talk about is a woman named Rachel. And Rachel was a part of our Reach Corps in Louisville. Reach Corps is a program that tutors and mentors at-risk young people and actually identifies behaviors in kindergarten, first, second, and third grade that might prohibit these folks from staying in school and graduating. And they keep them on track all through elementary school, all through middle school, and all through high school, and they graduate. And Rachel came to us as somebody that wanted to do something for her country, and so she decided to join AmeriCorps. Through her service, she realized that she found a greater purpose in life. She had a challenge of being the only member of her family at home taking care of her sick mother, so that prohibited her from other lines of employment, and she decided to serve a second year. After that second year, she just knew that she had a little bit more to give, and she served one more year. She never had designs after that year of service of going out and finding a job in the corporate world, but she knew that she needed to do something. And she had this great opportunity to join the team at Costco in Louisville. And now she has a corporate job with a large company, and she never dreamed she would be working in this environment like she is, and she accredits every bit of this to what she learned in AmeriCorps, the soft skill set she built in those 3 years serving her communities. A vast majority of the members that apply and serve at AmeriCorps are unemployed or underemployed. And when they come on board, they not only have a chance to actually have a greater purpose in their community, but they get paid a living wage, they get healthcare assistance while they're serving, they get childcare assistance if that's needed, and then they get this education award that's going to help them further their education, whether they want to go to trade school, or whether they want to go to a university, or whether they have to pay off back student loans. So it impacts a significant number of students all across Kentucky and members. The average age of an AmeriCorps member in Kentucky right now is in their mid-40s. AmeriCorps is also perceived and seen often as a workforce development initiative, where our members are coming in and they're gaining those skill sets that people want to see in the workforce. We had 27,000 people prior to COVID that couldn't find jobs in Jefferson County, and they just didn't have the skill sets that were needed. We're teaching those skill sets in AmeriCorps, and that's for people that are 18, 19, 20, and folks that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. We are completely federally funded, and when we talk about that kind of an investment, we get $200,000 from the state legislature, and we're bringing in $16.3 million for Kentucky. So it's a pretty tremendous return on investment. The reason why people don't really know about us is we haven't told our story. And we, meaning ServeKentucky, we were a very, very small commission 6-7 years ago, but we've had tremendous leadership and tremendous support lately from this cabinet, from this secretary, and from this governor. So we are doing that now. We're helping Kentuckians see who we are, understand how they can make a difference and impact their communities. And with what's happened with the COVID crisis, a lot of people are getting recentered on, I need to do something for my community. What can I do? Well, this gives us a chance to kind of step up and tell our stories. Join the team. talk to your family members, talk to a neighbor, talk to anybody that might be looking for a way that they may want to serve their country in a different fashion. If they want to build some skill sets, if they want to tackle a local issue, and they want to make some money to go back to school or pay off past student loans, AmeriCorps is an excellent way for you to come and do that. Go to our Facebook page, Serve Kentucky on Facebook. Every day we put good news stories there. Every day you'll see videos and stories from Kentuckians like you talking about the amazing work that they're doing in their backyards. So come join the team and help us get things done.